if you clicked on that title, it's because you got the joke, Father Fricker. If I would have been Catholic, I would have been Father Fricker. I have an encouraging word for you this morning. You know, every Friday morning, I get to go on this show and give encouragement. It's a CBS affiliate and also a radio station, and it's a simulcast. And I got to thinking today. I thought, people are commenting uh, in good ways. It's helping them. I thought, man, I haven't done that for my Facebook friends. So it's Friday morning, and I want to encourage you with what I encouraged this crowd this morning. It's, I think, like 36 counties. It's wonderful. What a privilege. What an honor it is to encourage people. It really is. Um, you know, you reap what you sow, and you don't give to get back, but the universal law of reaping and sowing, it's still there. And if you put out good things, you'll get good things back. Um, I think I've gotten caught up on my uh reaping bad because uh it may be a daily fight, a daily battle, but that's what warriors do. We fight and we win. And there's a poem that I quoted this morning that I'm going to quote to you. It's from a poem of Thomas More, and it's talking about Sir Andrew Barton, but I'm going to paraphrase it. You can Google it if you want, but to encourage you with this, before I tell you this poem, I'll tell you a quick story. I was consulting this guy and gal. They were going to start a new TV show, and sharp people, that's what I do. I mean, I do a lot of TV shows, but that's what I'm doing on the surface. But what I love to do is encourage people, and I've done that, professionally, but I was there that day as a consultant. So I was consulting this sharp couple that was going to have a television show, and the guy was a sharp guy, good looking guy, fantastic voice. They were going to do well, but I could tell that, man, this guy was bleeding. I mean, he was just bleeding. Something was going on. And I said, man, you don't know me that well, but brother, it looks like you're bleeding. I just kind of stopped the meeting for a second. I said, it looks like you're bleeding, man. I mean, you're in pain. I can feel your pain. Are you okay? And he said, yeah, I'm going through another divorce. And if you ever gone through that, it's very painful, you know. Um, if you haven't gone through divorce, it's very easy to cast stones at those who have or are. But he was bleeding, and he was going through this divorce, and of course, he didn't want it. But I said, it's okay to bleed. Bleeding purifies the wound. In America, we've been conditioned that we never want to take a hit, never want to bleed. Well, bleeding is a part of battle. You take the hits and you take the wins. And when you survive something back here, it's actually a beautiful thing, because you can say that no matter what you're going through today, if I made it through that, I can make it through anything. And so hardships shape us. Pain refines us. And I said, it's okay to bleed as long as you get back up. And I quoted this Thomas More poem to him. And it's talking about Sir Andrew Barton, a Scottish warrior, pirate leader. But the poem was, I'm paraphrasing, fight on, good men, Sir Andrew said, for I am wounded, but not slain. I'll lay me down and bleed a while and rise and fight again. I'll say it again. Fight on, good men, Sir Andrew said, for I am wounded, but not slain. I'll lay me down and bleed a while and rise and fight again. When you know that you can take the hits and that you will, it's a part of life. when you know that you can bleed, bleed well. It's okay to bleed because you're going to get back up. You're going to rise. You're going to fight again. And so I want to encourage you, have that resolve that you're going to take the hits and you're going to bleed. But you know you got what it takes to rise and fight again. You know, a lot of people use the weekends to escape their life. I want to encourage you not to do that. Use the weekends to build a better life. I have. I'm living everything I'm saying, folks. And I'm telling you, what goes around comes around. This life is not always easy. God never said life would be easy, you know, and his ways are not your ways. You don't have to be a religious person to be a person of faith. You know, I said on television this morning, you know, I've lived like a rock star and I've lived like a priest. I've danced with the devil and I've walked in the light. And I can tell you that the light is better. It is. And so if you're bleeding today, it's okay. It's okay to detoxify that wound. You know, embrace it. You know, if you're sparring with somebody and you tense up, you're going to have more damage than if you have to take a hit. Sometimes you want to take a hit because it brings your enemy in closer so you can finish it off. But if you get hit or if you're bleeding and you have the resolve that no matter what, come what may, I will rise again. I'll fight again. Then problems, obstacles, setbacks, it's not a big deal. You will rise again. You will fight again. So check out that quote. Make up your own paraphrase to it. Fight on, good men, Sir Andrew said, for I am wounded but not slain. I'll lay me down and bleed a while and rise and fight again.